Welcome to this demo. In this demo, we'll see the 3 steps that you need to execute to install OpenShift cluster. First thing is get the code from GitHub and clone it to your hypervisor system. Exploring this directory, you will find a script called engage. Run this script. You can run it without any arguments, tells you what to do. First thing is that you need to create a settings file. There's a sample there to help you out. Just copy it. So editing this setting, we are going to configure what we want to install. So going through the options here, so Libvirt system. The Libvirt network prefix is the network that is going to be created for your cluster. This cannot overlap with an existing Libvirt network. At the moment, there's only one default network, which number 122, and we are going to use number 99. You can use any number you wish as long as it's not used by another network. The storage pool base, so it's where the mount point of your SSD disk, which is recommended, the cluster name, cluster domain, and very important, the release version that you want to install, the location of your pool secret, if you want to install the cluster in a disconnected or connected network, if you want to install the NFS server part of storage for later for the registry, for example, and the specs of your VMs, so CPUs, memory, disk size. If you can spare extra memory, feel free to increase these values. Just remember that these values add up, and this script for now just installs free masters and free nodes. Moving forward, there's this OpenShift mirror base, which is for the version that you chose. It's where the script is going to download the Red Hat CoreOS PXE boot files to install your nodes. And you can choose 3 different versions of the Bastion VM. For now, we're going to change this to CentOS. You can also change to Fedora or RHEL. And the DNS forwarders is the external DNS that your Bastion VM forward requests for external names. The script without arguments now just provides the instructions. The create option is the one we are going to use to create the cluster. And YAMV is an option that automatically logs you into your Bastion VM and where you have all the commands to operate your cluster. After the cluster is installed, you have the start, stop, and destroy options to manage that. And now let's create the cluster. Of course, it's going to remind you that the pool secret is not yet in place, so let's add the pool secret and rerun the command. You can verify or you can validate all the options that you chose, so you can double check everything. The script is idempotent, so which means that you can rerun the script. If there's any problem, just rerun the script. And you press enter when you are certain of your choices. After the Bastion VM is installed, some commands are going to be displayed that are going to be useful in the next phase. And now that the infrastructure is prepared, we are going to install the cluster. It's very easy, just need to start the VMs and approve some certificates later. So the first step is to boot the bootstrap system. This method is going to get an IP, load the PXE boot menu, and we need to select the option to install the role. So in this case, the bootstrap. The machine is going to be installed, and after this, we don't need to do anything else because the default is for the VM to boot from the local disk. we are going just wait these seconds just to verify this. System is already installed, so it's going to boot from disk, and that's it. The rest of the VMs are installed exactly the same way. Now that the bootstrap system is ongoing, let's just go into the Bastion host using the env command and let's copy paste these useful commands that we displayed in the previous phase. This is just for us to keep tabs on the progress of the installation. And now let's start the master nodes. Process is the same. You just start VM, wait for the Pixie boot menu, select the role, and that's it. You don't need to do anything else. Now that the workers are installed, we are going to prepare for the worker machines, and we are going to open a terminal specifically to watch over the certificates requests. So OC get CSR command. This is going to be important in a while. And in this big terminal, again engage env, and we are going to monitor the progress of the rest of the cluster. When the bootstrap phase is complete, you are going to be informed that it's safe to remove bootstrap resources. We are just going to shut down the bootstrap VM. That will save some memory. And we are going to start the worker nodes. Again, same process, boot the VMs, wait for the Pixie boot menu, and select the option of the role. And that's it. You can close the VMs and forget. And change these commands to wait for install complete. So the workers installation are in progress. The only thing missing is to approve the certificates. So after a while, in the terminal below, we are going to start seeing some requests to approve. You can run a command to approve the certificates one by one, but in that list of commands, there's a useful command that approves the certificates, all of the certificates in one go. So you just need to copy paste that command. For each worker, there's going to be 2 certificates to approve. So there's 2 rounds. So this is the first round. Just need to wait a little bit and repeat the command. And that's it. So let's keep monitoring, but the installation is almost complete. So, and when it's done, you are presented with a URL for the web console, a login, initial login and password. And that's it. So you just need to copy the user and the password. This user and these credentials are written in disk in the folder used for the installation inside the Bastion VM. And there we go. Cluster installed. Thank you very much for your time.